Hello, and welcome back to Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. This episode, let's see what Tim wants with us. Probably nothing important, right?
Shepard, I think we have them. Horizon, one of our colonies in the Terminus systems, just went silent. If it isn't under attack, it soon will be. Has Mordant delivered the countermeasure for the Seeker swarms?
Not yet.
Let's hope he works well under pressure. There's something else you should know. One of your former crew, Kaidan Alenko, is stationed on Horizon.
Kaidan!
Last I knew, Kaidan was Alliance. Why is he out in the Terminus systems?
Officially, it's an outreach program to improve Alliance relation with the colonies. But they're up to something. And if they sent Commander Alenko, it must be big. I suggest you take it up with him.
The Collectors just happened to pick a colony with one of my former crew. I don't buy it.
It shouldn't be a surprise the Collectors are interested in you, especially if they're working for the Reapers. They might be going after him to get to you.
Could be.
We should send a message to the Citadel. The Alliance can give us reinforcements.
Not until you investigate. I don't want the Alliance getting in our way. Once you have the situation under control, I'll send the message personally.
No, I would say send the message now. I figure send it now. They can help. I'm sure they'd be a big help. Their ship destroyed the original Normandy pretty easily. So, I don't know. Might be nice to have some extra firepower there, if nothing else, But, fine.
Send the coordinates. We'll head straight there.
This is the most warning we've ever had, Shepard. Good luck.
Joker, set a course for Horizon. I've got to go see the Professor.
Aye, aye, Commander.
I like the way it just rammed into the glass. That's funny.
Tell me you have something.
Yes.
Big smile. And a simply yes is not expected. Nice place.
Lilith, we've got a problem.
Still can't calibrate the targeting matrix?
Those defense towers are useless if we don't figure it out.
Sorry, Commander. Getting our comm systems back online takes priority.
Yeah. Okay. Surprised people haven't tried to blame that one on me, too.
People out here don't trust the Alliance. It's nothing personal.
Lilith is voiced by Courtney Taylor,
What
voice
is
of
that?
Jack. Kane, of course, still voiced by Raphael Sparge.
Get everyone to the safe house. I'll cover you! Run! Hurry!
Ooh. That's creepy. And that is just an absolute horror moment. That is terrifying. Bugs crawling in your face and you're not able to move? No, thank you very much. Ooh, this guy seems special.
Assuming control.
Flamey.
We are the harbinger of their perfection. Prepare these humans for ascension.
Harbinger is voiced by Keith Zarbajka. And he's also very creepy. Alright, so this is kind of a tough choice. There's a couple characters that I want to bring along, but hard to decide which one to bring. There's a specific reason I want to bring Garrus along. I want to bring Grunt, because he's just an absolute powerhouse. He can do some damage. But I also want to bring Miranda, because she meshes well with me. I'm gonna go Miranda and Garrus for now, for this one. Kind of a shame not to bring Grunt after I just recruited him, but he'll get his time. Weapon damage or health? During Renegade, if it can be fired, Garrus knows how to use it. His weapon and power damage increases dramatically. Long hours alone against impossible odds have conditioned Garrus' health and kept his powers sharp. The health is tempting just because he really doesn't have much. He doesn't have particularly high defense. But honestly, my preference is to just get the enemies down quick. Yeah, I'll keep the avalanche for now. That's looking familiar. This is the bastard that killed me.
We're groundside. Morden, you sure those armor upgrades will protect us from the Seeker swarms?
Certainty impossible, but in limited numbers should confused detection make us invisible to swarms. In theory.
In theory? That sounds promising.
Experimental technology. Only test is contact with Seeker swarms. Look forward to seeing if you survive.
Actually, while I'm here,
A typical terminus colony possessing minimal tourist value, Horizon promises substantial economic opportunity, especially in providing new products for humans and supplying the Turian hierarchy. Surveyed 18 years ago, Horizon received pilot habitation 4 years later. The colony proper is now 8 years old. Blessed with verdant forests and abundant fresh water, Horizon maintains a colonial culture that thrives as a refuge from the increasing restrictions of Citadel-governed society. Horizon has attracted numerous dissidents, marginal people, and fringe dwellers from across Alliance space.
Horizon, and... Yeah. So far, so good on the defensive front, it looks like.
He goes.
Taking fire. Firing a high-impact shot!
Collectors are kind of creepy looking. Not a fan of them. Oh, there it is. Alright, that one was easy.
Commander, we're getting interference. We can't maintain it.
The Collectors are disrupting communications.
We're on our own now.
Yeah, what else is new?
Enemy! Next station.
Here we go.
Husks! Damn it, I hate when they die before I can hit them with,
These look like the husks that Geth used on Eden Prime.
I thought the Geth got that technology from Sovereign.
The elusive man was correct. The Collectors are agents of the Reapers.
Yeah, I hate when the enemies die before I can boom them. There's a thing. Alright, so husks. We gotta deal with husks now. Proof that the so we got proof that the Collectors are working with the
This
Reapers.
should come in handy.
Nice.
These things used to be human. This what's left of the colonists?
No. On Eden Prime, victims were turned into husks by impaling them on spikes. We haven't seen any. The Collectors must have brought the husks. They're taking the colonists alive for something else.
Collectors must be experimenting on the colonists. What are they up to?
Maybe it's better not to know the details.
The only way to find out is to stop them.
These aren't the same creatures I fought on Eden Prime. They're more advanced. Evolved.
They still die if you shoot them.
Are they? So, in the original game, the husks, if they got close, could let off detonations that took down your shields. In this game, all they do is run up and hit you. So the idea that they're more advanced, I don't really see it.
The Collectors aren't getting away with more victims. Let's move out.
Yes, ma'am.
All these empty buildings. It's unsettling.
Just like Freedom's Progress. The entire colony gone. Heads up!
I got it!
That guy went down quickly enough.
Scratch one!
And gotta do some exploration. All these pods are uncomfortable to have around. Not a fan of them. Yeah, so far so good. And while that's
Seems
weird,
to be some kind of stasis field. Keeps you conscious but completely helpless.
They've been like this a long time.
collector particle beam acquired. New heavy weapon. Which I will make sure to use, but first... Come on, you... There we go. Jeez, sometimes it just does not want to give you the thing you need. It's kind of frustrating when that happens. Alright, so we've probably saved these people. I hope. Yep, now we gotta fight.
Assuming direct control.
Collector General.
I know you feel this. We damage the vessel. This body does not matter.
Stay down.
Yeah, so that didn't seem too tough, right? Miranda? Yeah, get down. Don't...
Fire in the hole!
We are Harbinger. We are assuming control.
Yeah, that's the big problem with this guy. Every time you take him out, he just takes over another one.
If I must tear you apart, Shepard, I will. You cannot resist.
You coming, guy?
Felt that one. Enemy down. Now let's finish you off.
No shields!
And hopefully that's the last one in this room, I think. Yep. Yeah, the biggest problem with fighting the Collector General, Harbinger, is every time you take him down, he just switches to another collector. Which means you really gotta be careful. Ideally, the best strategy is to just take out all the other collectors before dealing with Harbinger there.
Company. Get out here, now!
He's just a dude, no risk.
You're human. What are you doing out here? You lead them right here.
This guy is also voiced by Keith Zarbashka, the same guy who voices Harbinger.
You had to hear them trying to get in. Seems like it's hard to hide from the collectors.
Those things are collectors? You mean, they're real? I thought they were just made up, propaganda to keep us in Alliance space. No, they got Lilith. I saw her go down. Sten, too. They got damn near everybody.
What's your name? What do you do here?
Name's Delan. Mechanic. I came down to check on the main grid after we lost our comm signals. And I heard screaming. I looked outside and there were swarms of bugs. Everyone they touched just froze. I sealed the doors.
Good plan.
Damn it,
you did the right thing.
The Alliance's fault. They stationed that Commander Alenko here and built those defense towers. It made us a target.
Tell me more about this Alliance rep.
Commander Alenko? Heard he was some kind of hero or something.
Yep.
That mean nothing to me, though. Would rather he'd stayed back in Council space.
Any idea what he was doing on Horizon?
Supposed to be helping us get the defense towers up and running. I got the feeling he was here for something else. Spying on us, maybe.
Could be.
Tell me about the colony defense towers.
A gift from the Alliance. High-powered Guardian lasers. Supposed to keep hostile ships from landing near the colony. Had to build a massive underground generator just to give it enough juice. Only we couldn't get the targeting systems online. So the Alliance gave us a giant gun that couldn't shoot straight. Stupid sons of bitches.
Okay, yeah, that is a problem.
Why do you think this is the Alliance's fault?
We're just a small colony. Nobody bothered us before we started building those damn defense towers and drew attention to ourselves. I left Council space to get away from the Alliance. Nothing good ever comes from getting mixed up with them.
Probably. Probably right.
The Collectors are targeting remote colonies. The Alliance was trying to help.
I don't need their help. Too many strings attached. That rep said he was just here to get the towers online, but mark my word, there's more to it.
Yeah, could be. I don't feel like he's wrong.
If you have defenses, we can use them against the Collector ship.
You'd need to calibrate the targeting system first. It's never worked right.
We can figure it out. Just tell us where to find it.
Head for the main transmitter on the other side of the colony. It's pretty hard to miss. The targeting controls are at the base.
Yeah, I'm not asking him to come.
It's probably just better if you stay out of the way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'll let you out, but I'm locking the door behind you. I'm not taking any chances. Good
That's
luck.
fair.
I think you're gonna need it.
By all means, lock the door. It's the right call to make. Could change my heavy weapon. And, might not be a bad idea. But meh. I'll stick with the Collector particle beam for now. For this mission. Well, here's an ambush spot.
They've seen us.
Assuming control.
Aw, you bastard. Right as I was killing him.
Sentient beings need never fear pain.
Oh, whoops.
Kill 1 and 100. Replace it. The forces of the universe bend to me. I know you feel this.
Yeah, he's chatty.
This hurts you. Your form is fragile.
Yeah, new enemy, and it's a fun one.
I know you feel this. Evolution cannot be stopped. The forces of the universe bend to me.
There we go. Yeah, Scions. They're a fun new enemy. Thank you. I come to think of it, I don't think there are any, oh, power cells, there we go. I could have sworn there was something back here somewhere, but clearly not. Alright.
I'll take it.
Hey, yeah, that's gonna be useful.
It's odd we haven't run across more frozen colonists.
The collectors have already loaded them onto their ship. We're running out of time.
We're running out of time. So I'm just gonna go exploring and find some stuff to steal. And I believe that will be everything. Pretty. Imagine everyone over there is probably gone. All right. And now we get to deal with something real fun. Oh, snap. Okay. Oh, snap. All right.
There's the transmitter.
Yeah, two of those guys at once. Plus some husks swarming around. Believe it or not, it's gonna get a lot less fun. Well, that one was quick and easy.
Normandy, do you copy?
Joker here. Signal's weak, Commander, but we got you.
Edie, Can you get the colony's defense towers online?
Errors in the calibration software are easily rectified, but it will take time to bring the towers to full power. I recommend a defensive posture. I will not be able to mask the increased generator output.
Once they know this, the Collectors will try to stop it.
Got any other helpful tips?
Just one. Enemy reinforcements are closing in. I suggest you ready weapons.
Here we go!
Direct intervention is necessary.
I usually like to... that over here.
Your form is fragile. Nothing stands against us.
Grabbing cover.
You got it!
This is true power.
Garrus, I thought I told you to come over here.
Cannot resist. I know you feel this.
Firing a high-impact shot!
Taking heavy fire!
Need to rush out to refill my ammo.
This should... slow him down.
Direct intervention is necessary.
Fail-safes and attempting emergency power-up. Please hold a defense tower.
Assuming control of this.
This should slow him down.
This will put them down.
This is what you face.
My shields are down.
This should slow him down.
Cannot resist.
Alright, let's go refresh my ammo again.
Get ready. Gotta be more soon.
Yep, unfortunately.
Understood.
Reinforcements. It's nice to be noticed.
You cannot resist.
Easy for you to say.
Get ready. There's got to be more.
Unfortunately so.
You got it.
Taking cover!
Oh yeah.
Understood.
Firing now.
Here comes the fun.
Edie, we need that system online.
A new one. Whatever that is, don't get too close.
Shield.
My attack was ineffective.
Guardian anti-ship batteries at 100%. I have control.
Just that one last shot to finish him off. Yeah, Praetorians. They're kind of scary.
They're pulling out.
You gotta be careful with the Praetorians. You can't get too close. Because that slam attack they do, that grand slam.
Don't let him get away!
There's nothing we can do. They're gone.
Half the colony's in there. They took Egan and Sam and Lilith. Do something!
I didn't want it to end this way. I did what I could.
More than most, Shepard.
Shepard? Wait. I know that name. Sure, I remember you. You're some type of big Alliance hero.
Commander Shepard, captain of the Normandy, the first human Spectre, savior of the Citadel.
Kaidan survived.
You're in the presence of a legend, Delan. And a ghost.
All the good people we lost and you get left behind. Figures. Screw this. I'm done with you Alliance types.
It's fine.
I thought you were dead, Commander. We all did.
It's been too long, Kaidan. How have you been?
Is that all you have to say? You show up after 2 years and just act like nothing happened. I would have followed you anywhere, Commander. Thinking you were gone. It was like losing a limb. Why didn't you try to contact me? Why didn't you let me know you were alive?
Because I was dead? Okay, so, like, for everybody else, it's been 2 years. For me, it was like a few hours. Yeah, or maybe a few days or something like that. But yeah, like, why didn't you try to contact me? Because I actually literally was dead. And by the time I woke up, you were here on a classified mission where I couldn't contact you.
Not my choice. I spent the last 2 years in some kind of coma while Cerberus rebuilt me.
You're with Cerberus now. Garrus, too. I can't believe the reports were right.
Reports? You mean you already knew?
Alliance intel thought Cerberus might be behind the missing human colonies. I got a tip this colony might be the next one to get hit. Anderson stonewalled me, but there were rumors that you weren't dead, that you were working for the enemy.
So that's why I brought Garrus along. Literally just for Kaidan recognizing him.
Building the defense towers was just a cover story. The Alliance sent you here to investigate me, didn't they?
I was here for Cerberus. You were just a rumor. I wanted to believe you were alive, but I never expected anything like this. You've turned your back on everything we stood for.
Kaidan, you know me. You know I'd only do this for the right reason. You saw it yourself. The Collectors are targeting human colonies, and they're working with the Reapers.
I want to believe you, Shepard, but I don't trust Cerberus. They could be using the threat of a Reaper to manipulate you. What if they're behind it? What if they're working with the Collectors?
Typical Alliance attitude. You're so focused on Cerberus that you're blind to the real threat.
To be fair, I wouldn't put it beyond Cerberus to do that.
You're letting how you feel about their history get in the way of the facts.
Maybe. Or maybe you feel like you owe Cerberus because they saved you. Maybe you're the one who's not thinking straight. You've changed.
Maybe.
But I still know where my loyalties lie. I'm an Alliance soldier. Always will be. I've got to report back to the Citadel and decide if they believe your story or not.
I could use someone like you in my crew, Kaidan. It'll be just like old times.
No,
it won't. I'll never work for Cerberus.
Good on ya.
Goodbye, Shepard. And be careful.
Joker, send the shuttle to pick us up. I've had enough of this colony.
I mean, I really wouldn't put it past Cerberus to work with the Collectors. They are pretty damn evil. And yeah, I mean, he is being emotional, but can you blame him? Collectors escaped with approximately 1/3 of Horizon's population. Oh, so I saved most of them. Front Corporation will funnel supplies, monetary aid to colonial survivors. Collector leader Harbinger demonstrates a personal interest in Shepard. Unclear whether his ability to possess his minions is cybernetic override, indication of hive mind among collectors, or even Reaper technology at work. Salvage teams captured collector bodies for study. So, yeah, the Collector General possessing his minions? Does seem like Reaper technology. We all remember Harbinger possessing Saren at the end of first game, right? You remember that, right? So it seems likely that it's Collector technology. Or Reaper technology, I should say. And there was definitely some similarities in the way that it happened. At least it seemed that way to me. That there was some similarity in the way, the general took over his minions and the way Saren or Sovereign took over Saren. Just the way their bodies exploded, for lack of a better term. Precise and lethal, this focused radiation weapon is very effective against shields, barriers, and armor. The amount of energy required to create a destructive beam is several orders of magnitude more than the amount needed to launch a high-velocity projectile by a Mass Effect field. The weapon you have retrieved appears to be a beam weapon of Collector origin, but efforts to understand the technology and replicate it have failed. With enough research, Normandy's engineers may be able to produce beam weapons, perhaps on a larger scale. Would be pretty useful. Biotic damage. Standard firmware shipping with bioamps is designed to work with a variety of alien... Yep. Heavy skin weave. Useful. Strong synthetic fibers can be woven through the skin, dramatically reducing damage taken from most attacks. These fibers also act as a metagel conduit, improving healing. Apparently I missed some credit somewhere. No idea where I could have missed them.
Shepard, good work on Horizon. Hopefully the Collectors will think twice before attacking another colony.
It's not a victory. We interrupted the Collectors, but they still abducted half the colony.
That's better than an entire colony, and more than we've accomplished since the abductions began. The Collectors will be more careful now, but I think we can find another way to lure them in.
Lure them in. Yeah, that should tip you off about something there. It was no coincidence. Yeah, it really was no coincidence that they targeted Horizon, where one of my people was, where Kaidan was.
Kaidan said the Alliance got a tip about me and Cerberus. Was that you?
I may have let it slip that you were alive, and with Cerberus.
You risked the lives of my friend, my crew, and that entire colony, just to lure the Collectors there?
A calculated risk. I suspected the Collectors were looking for you, or people connected to you. Now I know for certain. I told you I wouldn't sit and wait while the Reapers and Collectors gather strength. Besides, they would have hit another colony eventually, and without a way to predict which one, they would have abducted everyone.
Yeah. He's not entirely incorrect. He is entirely a bastard. Like, just total bastard. So, yeah, now we know why the collectors targeted Horizon. And it's because of this bastard in front of me.
We have to make sure they don't abduct anyone else.
I want the collectors stopped for that very reason. That's why we're doing this, Shepard. I'm devoting all resources to finding a way through the Omega-4 relay. We have to hit them where they live. Your team will need to be strong, as will their resolve. There's no looking back. The same goes for you. Can I assume you've put your past relationships behind you?
Screw you.
None of your damn business.
If it affects the mission, better you should leave it behind. Shepard, once you find a way through the Omega-4 relay to the Collector homeworld, there's no guarantee you'll return. To have any hope of surviving, you and your entire team must be fully committed to this.
Let me worry about them. You just find us a way to the Collector homeworld.
I just want to be upfront about your odds. You'll need everyone at their best. I've forwarded 3 more dossiers. Keep building your team while I find a way through the relay. And be careful, Shepard. The Collectors will be watching you.
And I'll be watching you.
I guess we're really gonna do it. Hit the Omega-4 relay. Take the fight to the Collectors in person. Looking forward to the action. After seeing what those bastards did on Horizon, though, makes you think.
They're powerful. But we've got a few tricks for them. If anyone can stop them, we can.
No argument there, Commander. Horizon just made it hit home. What we're doing, what we're up against. Gonna go take care of a little unfinished business. I imagine everyone else is too. Getting some closure, you know?
Alright. You do that. Haystrom and Geth-controlled Dolan system. No, I'll talk to him first. Yep, I can now retrain my powers.
Hovering tanks resembling a cross between an octopus and a giant crab. Praetorians are well-armored killing machines of mysterious origin. Praetorians employ redundant systems from the multiple humans encased within them. Armed with eye-mounted particle beams and capable of attacks at close range, they teleport to evade attack while regenerating their shields. Within hours after death, the organic components of Praetorian corpses disintegrate into a denatured pus, while their mechanisms turn to ash. One specimen, autopsied within minutes of death, reveals a clue. Nanomachines may disintegrate the Praetorians' organic and mechanical components before self-destructing. If correct, this self-rendering hypothesis could account for 3 documented cases of dead Praetorians apparently releasing or becoming clouds of neurotoxic gases, causing suffocating paralysis and nearly instant death. In one remote facility, 17 soldiers died from gas inhalation while assessing the Praetorian. Any personnel in the vicinity of dead Praetorians are urged to protect themselves with breathing apparatus.
Why do I suspect that was a Cerberus facility? On a side note, means that others have fought Praetorians, interestingly. And speaking of Praetorians, yeah, that's a bunch of husk heads in its mouth. Yeah, you may not have gotten a good look while I was fighting it, but yep, husk heads right in its mouth. Okay, so the Collector General, Cerberus xenobiologists, believed until recently that the collectors were coordinated by a biotically active caste, similar to other insectoid alien species. New evidence suggests the collectors have a singular commander, a so-called collector general, that has never been seen on the battlefield. Instead, it selects its minions as remote platforms for its consciousness in a process that has been likened to a biological hack or a cybernetic version of demonic possession. Good comparison there. The Collector General can send a secure signal to any one of its minions, smoothly take control of their motor functions, and awaken their previously dormant biotic potential. In a matter of seconds, even the lowliest Collector drone can be upgraded to a battle-hardened biotic commander. If the Collector dies, the General can simply activate and control another body. Post-mortem analysis reveals that this command signal relies on cybernetic implants directly installed in the Collector's cerebellums, but how the technology functions is presently unknown. Coordinating sensory input and motor function simultaneous with remotely amplifying biotic abilities is beyond the grasp of current human science. Why such an advanced species would be interested in humans is puzzling. More disturbing still, victims of the Collector say the General has spoken to them and referred to itself by a human name, Harbinger. Ooh, definitely curious. Also interesting that there are survivors. Scions. Though the exact fate of species captured by the Collectors is unclear, the humanoid appearance of the Scions gives ghastly clues. The Scions' frame and skull are similar to those of a human or Asari, but the bone structure is overlaid with a metallic resin. Posthumous examination of their bodies reveals a skin tone resembling that of Reaper husks, but their transformation process seems more extensive. Like husks, they are cybernetically modified on a nanoscale, so they can operate even in hard vacuum. Hoses, rather than veins and muscle tissue, join major portions of the body together. One arm is replaced with a construct that fits a large rifle, turning the creature into a humanoid weapons platform, and a fleshy sack is supported by the creature's back and head. These sacks contain brain matter and spinal tissue, too much to have come from just one victim. This indicates Scions are an amalgam of several individuals, with one primary victim providing the frame and several secondaries providing the flesh for a decentralized, semi-mechanical nervous system. This decentralization makes them highly resistant to gunshot wounds. Even a headshot is not a certain kill. The Scions' weapons, however, indicate that Scions retain some living tissue, or at least sustain some of the same electrochemical reactions as those of a human biotic. The weapon creates a powerful warp effect, which is consistent with the ezo-nodules visible in the Scions' expansive nervous system. Given the rarity of human biotics, it seems likely that these dust-formed ezo-nodules are deposited during their transformation, rather than requiring a biotic victim in the first place. Alright then. Okay. Oh.
The Collector's particle beam weapon is strangely crafted, possessing few moving parts, lacking any obvious means for disassembly, and containing organic parts. The amount of energy required to create a destructive beam is several orders of magnitude more than the energy required to launch a physical projectile at high velocity via a mass effect field. Lacking any clear ammunition or fuel source, the device likely uses heat sinks or compensators to maintain firing during sustained combat. Current Cerberus efforts to understand the technology and replicate it have failed.
All right. Tally, Jaskar Assassin. Side note, in the original version of the game, or not the original version, but in the original planning for the game, it was going to be possible to do any of the recruitment missions at any time after Eden Prime. So yeah, you would have been able to do Tali, Samara, and Thane Krios. You would have been able to recruit them before doing Horizon. But the game was large enough that on the Xbox 360, it was necessary to split it into 2 separate discs. So, in the process of splitting it into 2 discs, they decided to put 3 of the recruitment missions on the second disc. So, with Horizon done, we have basically now entered the second disc. Just as an FYI. Oh, right. Jacob.
Commander, sorry I'm a little unfocused. Personal matter. It won't affect my duties.
Always have time for my crew. What is it?
As I said, it's a personal matter. I don't want to waste our time if it turns out to be a goose chase. But... well, I got pinged by a ghost the other night. Family.
I'm listening.
My private log got an update about the Hugo Gernsback, the ship my father served on. It sent an SOS last week, reporting a crash and requesting a rescue. Shepard, that ship went missing 10 years ago. I hadn't talked to my father for 3 years before that. I've buried everything but a body. I'm not convinced it isn't just some automated distress signal ticking over. It's been too long.
And now we enter the daddy issues portion of the game. You think I'm joking, I'm not. There are a lot of father issues in this game.
I'd think you'd be more excited that your father might be alive.
He wasn't around enough for me to have bad memories. It's an old, well-healed wound. But if he's actually alive and needs help, I also want to note that it's not normal procedure for distress calls to be routed to the Normandy. This was passed to my personal log through Cerberus filters.
Any signs that this is a Cerberus front? Who passed this to you?
I doubt the elusive man would let a direct operations stake hold this long. If there's a link, it's probably just about money. Cerberus needs diverse holdings to fund projects like, well, you. And whoever sent this my way covered their tracks. Someone could be fishing for favors, or thought it would get under my skin. Who knows with that bunch?
True. True enough. Cerberus does seem to be a little bit on the... well, it's very much on the shady side. It's as shady as anything can get.
You didn't get along with your father?
He made no apologies, I'll give him that. You make a mistake, you own up to it. Even if you keep making it. Whatever problems we had were a lifetime ago. I've had 10 years to get to where I am. And as far as I know, he's still a ghost.
So, yeah, he's well adjusted. Jacob is very well adjusted, which is part of why most people find him to be the most boring squad mate in the game.
Tell me about the Hugo Gernsback and what it was doing.
Privately held frigate. I looked over the mission brief when it disappeared. Nothing stood out. Typical research and grab operation. Find an uncharted planet, stake a claim, and establish as large a presence as you can as fast as possible to shut out competitors.
I think we can spare the time. Pass the coordinates to Joker.
I appreciate that, Commander. I don't expect more than dusty old bones, but it'll be good to close the record.
Naturally, there is going to be something there. You'll find out what later. Biotic damage, yay! Nothing I can do here. Ah, yes, heavy bone weave. Shepard takes 50% less damage from melee attacks. By reinforcing the skeleton with a synthetic weave, bones can be made almost unbreakable. In the event of bone trauma, metagel conduits allow for bone regeneration in a matter of days. Oh. Actually, sorry, training powers. It is possible to retrain squad mate powers as well, I think. Or is it? Maybe it's not. I don't. Actually, I don't think it is. Come to think of it.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Some other time. About to test new bioweapon. Not on us, of course. Didn't think I had to specify, but Joker got nervous. Anything else?
Can you blame him?
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
It's nothing new from him.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Alright.
I saw the reports on Horizon, Commander. What you did was amazing. The report mentioned that Kaidan Alenko was there. How did that go?
We've been through a lot. I wish we could have had more time together.
Do you have strong feelings for him?
I mean, no.
What we had together is in the past now.
I'm sorry. Parting ways with someone so close is never easy.
I appreciate that, but I'll be okay.
Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal.
Okay.
Operative Lawson would like to see you at her station on the crew deck. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Alright, unread messages. Can you help? From Robin Reeve. Commander, the Alliance soldier here gave me this contact information. I hope this reaches you. You said you were trying to stop those collectors. They took my son and my brother. Have you found them? Do you know where they are? I know you're looking, but so many people are just gone. Every family lost someone. The children are the worst. Empty desks, schools, winter clothes that never got worn. Please, the Alliance isn't doing anything. The Council isn't doing anything. If you can find our people, I'm begging you to do something. Tell me something I can do. Tell me anything. Robin Reeve. Oof. That is a rough email. Like, seriously, that's just like, oof. Really hammers home how bad things are.
Profile.
external camera's got a thumbprint on it, that is gonna bug me forever.
How? How does it have a thumbprint?
We need a deflector dish so I can realign that mother.
Hell yeah.
Aerogel displays and optical solid state, it is all so primitive. Man, I can't wait for the future. Hey, Commander. It's, pretty crazy the people you can run into out here, huh? I mean, it was probably a setup or something, but it was still good to see Kaidan, Staff Commander Alenko, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, it didn't go well.
Another reminder of how I lost more than time. I don't need this garbage.
Right. Understood, Commander.
I assume everything's going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute. See ya, Commander.
Yep, things are, yeah. Yeah, like, just in general, that could have gone, quite a bit better. Wasn't exactly the most, the warmest of reunions. I could swear they should have something more to say.
I was just thinking about you.
Oh, were you?
Joker and Edie are like an old married couple. I keep expecting to walk in on them bickering about the temperature in the cockpit.
Yeah, I can see it.
Edie has a wicked sense of humor. Or I should say, a really funny lack of one. Sometimes she seems like a person. But when it comes down to it, I can't get past her being a computer.
Yeah, that's sad. That's a shame.
This one security guy keeps staring at me. I think his name is Bert. I'm used to being watched by security, but they're usually staring at my eyes or watching my hands. I might have to start cloaking through the CIC from now on.
I'll talk to Bert for you. I'll get him to back off. You behave, Bert. Don't you make my girl here uncomfortable. Frankly, I've got way more use for her than I do for you, Bert.
Weren't you originally stationed on Horizon?
Yes. If I hadn't joined Cerberus, I'd be abducted by the Collectors right now.
Wow, you really dodged a bullet.
Yeah, I couldn't take that. They creep the hell out of me.
They are creepy. And, yeah, that's some luck.
Shepard, I find myself in the unpleasant position of asking for your help. I don't like discussing personal matters, but this is important.
Doesn't have to be unpleasant asking for my help. Jeez. Way to make me feel like garbage. Come on, Miranda, don't be rude like that.
Miranda, you're one of my crew. Tell me what's on your mind.
You remember what I told you about Father? Building a dynasty? There was another reason I went to Cerberus for protection. I have a sister, a twin, and he's still hunting her. Cerberus has kept her safe, until now. She's living a normal life on Ilium, safe and hidden from my father.
Yep.
So you think your father's tracked her down?
Precisely, Commander. My sources indicate he knows that she's on Ilium. I've tried to keep her hidden without impacting her life, but I'm out of options. He's too close. I need to relocate my sister's family before it's too late.
This is one of the shots that was changed for the Legendary Edition. In the original version, the camera was a little bit lower. So in this fairly serious conversation, where Miranda's expressing concern for the only family she has, get a nice... The original version gave you a really nice look at her ass.
What do you know about your sister?
She's my genetic twin. We're identical, but she deserves a normal life, and she's going to get it no matter what.
Did your sister's family know about this? Are they okay with being relocated?
They know nothing. They're completely uninvolved. Normal. I told Cerberus, and they're coming up with a positive reason to move the family.
What do you need me to do?
My father is extremely persistent. I'd like to go to Ilium when Cerberus is moving the family to make sure none of his agents get too close. My contact's name is Lantea. She'll be waiting for us in the lounge near the Nos Astra docking bay.
Yeah. No problem. All right. This seems like as good a time as any for
How may I help you, Commander?
this.
I have a present for you, Doc.
Sarah's ice brandy? You didn't. Thank you. I always regretted not opening that original bottle when I still could. I won't make the same mistake again. Why don't we open this bottle right here, right now, you and me?
Hell yeah!
You crack open the bottle. I'll get the glasses.
I thought Alenko's biotic display might have broken Jenkins' back, but Jenkins pops up and yells, "That was awesome!" Oh, Jenkins. Soldiers like him make the Alliance great. Cerberus lacks the same enthusiasm.
Yeah.
With your service record, you could have gotten a tour of duty on any Alliance ship. Why'd you really leave?
Maybe it's less about leaving and more about staying. As a military doctor, I mostly treat people who are in bad shape. Often they die. And if I can help them, they move on. Either way, they leave.
Don't you have any friends or family?
No, not lacking friendship. Just stability. Joker will always have Vrolik syndrome. He would never admit it, but he needs my help, and he always will. I wish it weren't, but sadly, it's true.
Treating Joker gives you a kind of stability.
So does this ship, even if it's a copy. Or, hell, maybe it's you, Shepard. Our immovable center. A place for a person to stop and catch her breath. Or maybe I'm just happily drunk. Would it hurt if it was simple like that for once?
I've literally never done any of these options. I don't even know how the rest of the toasts go. I always use this one.
Here's to simply being happily drunk.
I'll drink to that.
And yay! I'm drunk, so the ship is moving. And there's Dr. Chakwa's passed dead in one of her own medical beds. Just seemed like the right time to do it. You know, Shepard just had a encounter with an old friend that didn't go well, and yeah, maybe feeling a little bit in need of the company of another old friend.
Just checking in, making sure you're acclimatizing.
The hold is too open, not enough cover. Armor is limited. Warlord Grant would target here to scatter heavy cargo, then focus on engines. That's what tank imprints show about human ships anyway. It's how I learned from the tank. Old pictures where memory is. Like holding a book for a child. Just remember this picture after picture. No help with finding a reason to care.
So... yeah, so it's like a school then. Remember this, no reason to care. That's what standardized testing has done to our education system. Alright, I'm just shitting you now.
What other human info is floating around in there?
Less than a finger deep to sever your spine. You're soft. Solarians, Asari, all soft. Quarians, not so much.
Interesting.
Turians, you have to work the blade, I guess. Don't see much point to it, though. Much point. Never mind.
Pun. I like his little pun there. Interesting that he says Quarians aren't as soft. Uncertain if it means because of the suits or if they are just, or if they were always considered a little bit tougher.
Something must move you. You're as genetically Krogan as you can get.
I see suffering, the dead, and I think weak. I'm supposed to be strong. My guts were grown from thousands more worthy. The dead were weak. If they were strong, I wouldn't be needed. I don't know why Okeer started teaching. When he turned on the tank the first time, I screamed. Weak, pitiful.
So you started small, but you became what you are. Not everyone gets that chance.
I'm built for strength, but didn't earn it. I just am. Those dead were strong enough to try, even if they lost. The perfect Krogan, ignoring what made me. No strength in that. I'll take another look at what happened to the Krogan. Find a reason to care about it.
He's right, there isn't much cover down there. Well, I suppose there is a little bit of cover down there. Well, let's just hope no one tries to invade the ship through there. I hope Brent is able to find a reason to care.
So, Kenneth, did you know we've got a crazy woman squatting down in the subdeck?
What? If she touches anything, I'll kill her.
Oh, and the only thing she wears from her waist up is tattoos.
Oh, maybe I should go down and welcome her aboard.
And she's a murderer, has biotic powers that could crush you with a blink, hates everyone in Cerberus.
Damn it, girl. Stop toying with me.
Well played, Gabby. Yeah, Grunt's thoughts on strength and weakness and all that. It's interesting stuff.
Hey. Tell me something I don't know about you.
Nothing to tell. Why?
I want to know more, and I'm not going away.
I'm here to fight for you. Nothing says we have to be friends, but whatever.
I want to be
Something
friends.
you don't know, huh? Obvious stuff, like what's up with my ink, or something else just as boring? You're not really interested unless it affects you. I've been through all this shit before.
I could be genuine. You have no way of knowing.
I have eyes, and I have history. You'll back off. As soon as you realize you're not the first, and I'm immune to your help.
Nah, I like a challenge. I'm not backing off.
I'll bite. What's with the tattoos?
Some are for prisons I've been in. Some are for kills. You know, good ones. Some are for things I've lost. Those aren't your business. They're nobody's business. And some are because, hey, why the fuck not?
Fair enough.
You work pretty hard at not letting people get close.
I've been with lots of people. If you're asking about a boyfriend or a girlfriend, no. It's a waste of time and it never works. You let someone get that close, it just means they need a shorter knife. Lonely and alive works just fine, thanks.
Seems like you miss it a little more than you want to admit.
Pick every little word apart if you want, but it doesn't change the way the galaxy works. Come on, you've been around.
You're tough, but you can't have survived alone all these years.
When I was starting out, I ran with this girl Minara and her boyfriend. They knew their way around. I thought they'd help me. Right. They helped me into their bed, and when we finally did take down something big, they helped themselves to my share of the take. I knew where it was heading, and I got them first. Never bothered with friends after that.
They sound like selfish pricks. That doesn't mean they were gonna kill you.
I get feelings. I don't need proof. I did the smart thing. I always do the smart thing if people fuck with me. That's probably something you should remember.
Alright.
I have to go, but we should do this again.
Wait. My turn with the questions. People usually walk by now. Why are you really asking all these things? What's your game, Shepard?
I've never met anyone like you.
Whatever. It'll come back to what you can take. It always does. Later, Shepard.
Nah. As I recall, her tattoos originally featured a set of faces that were like a sisterhood that she was a part of.
Shepard, I was just waxing goddamn nostalgic.
I like his, I like that phrasing.
Tough fight on Horizon. I fought slavers and kidnapping rings, but nothing like that. Some slavers took a little girl on a colony in the Skepsis system. Girl woke up, fought her way out, got picked up by my band well on her way to Omega. 8 years old. She'd have had no chance on Horizon.
Just sounds like a badass, though.
I was shadowing this rookie on an infiltration run to an Eclipse base on Tatus. Good kid, but he had no business handling a rifle. In a shuttle on the way down, he puked in his helmet. We hit some turbulence, and with all the crap sloshing around, he thought he'd been shot in the head. Went back to the Alliance. Here he's a governor now.
That is a pretty funny story.
Talk more later, Shepard.
Soon. We'll get the story of that rifle soon. Just not yet. And last thing to do is to feed my fish. Really need to get... I really need to get Kelly up here to feed them for me. Alright. So. To Horizon.
Messages for you, Commander.
Quite a mission. Some pretty tough fights. The Scions are just so creepy and I don't like them at all. So next time I'll head to Ilium. I have to decide whether I want to get the Jessica or the Assassin first. Both good. Both cool guys. They're both cool people. I do want to get Tally. But there's something else I want to get before I do. Oh. Maybe, maybe not. I'll see. I'll definitely be hitting Ilium first. If nothing else, there's stuff to buy there. I don't have a lot of credits. But yeah, so Horizon is definitely a good mission. Gives you some new information, some new enemies. Highlights once again just how much of a bastard that the Elusive Man is. The confrontation with Kaidan, the reunion with Kaidan, or Ashley if she's alive, the reunion with the Vermeer survivor, is definitely an emotional strong point. You can definitely understand where they're coming from, being skeptical of Shepard working with Cerberus, considering Cerberus is horribly, horribly evil. Like, just Cerberus really is just the absolute worst. Yeah, it's good stuff. But that'll do for this episode, and I will see you next time.